Hey everybody, this is Pete Wenzel for AnyBrick, and today I'm going to compare all techniques which I have shown you in previous videos. So this is not a use this button and click there video, but a video to talk about benefits, disadvantages and try to explain why life is sometimes complicated. How to create the logos on top of the brick stud will not be part of this video. If you're interested in this topic, I will add a link to the first video. First, I have used the 3D text tool in Blender and converted it to a mesh. Second, I have painted a bump map and used it as displacement. Third, I have remembered that micro displacement is possible if using a bump map in experimental render mode and adaptive subdivision. And fourth, I have created the logo manually by extrude, loop cut, shear, spin, grab scale and so on. Here we see these four methods side by side with the needed render time using Blender 293 LTS. And I have added the plain stud without any logo for comparing reasons. To be honest, it looks pretty similar, at least in this demonstration, because it is not pretty close to the camera. Except the bump map, it looks more like the plain version. On the first hand we see that 3D text is the fastest, even faster than the vanilla version. And on the second hand, a bump map with micro displacement is the slowest one. But wait, didn't this guy set something different?
This method will have the disadvantage of dramatically increased memory usage and render time. Second tutorial regarding a brand logo on a CG stud, I will cover the most render efficient way.
Liar! Why could I so easily catch myself saying something wrong? One possibility is that I like to lie. And the other is that it's a little bit more complicated. It's the second one. And to understand it, we have to go a little bit more into detail. Render time is the duration between pressing F12 and you could do image save as. So let us focus a little bit more on everything which happens in this duration. On a mid-level of detail, we can distinguish between preparation, rendering and post-processing. The explanation will be vice versa. Post-processing is when the whole image is created but not finished. Examples are denoising, compositing and memory cleanup. Rendering is when you watch little yellow rectangles create one image patch after another. Now the crazy math happens. Preparation is when the PC converts all properties and information from the scene into something that fits into this crazy math. All objects have to be prepared for rendering. Especially modifiers have to be applied and displacement calculated. Preparation time highly depends on the amount of modifier. The more you have, the longer it will take. Render time highly depends on amount of samples, motion blur, defocus, scene size and individual scene geometry. So both highly depend on your special scene and could not be answered in general. My former explanations were not true because processing time depends on scene layout and software version. Why did I say something incorrect? First, my test scene was a little bit different. The main hill was a little bit smaller, so you could see more at the distance. Second, I have changed the software version from test scenes to the tutorials. If anyone has accidentally made the wrong choice due to my inaccurate statement, I would like to apologize for that. But which method should you choose? Sounds a little bit trivial, but if you don't need a logo, don't use a logo. You get the best visual results and have the most design opportunities with manually mesh creation. If you have the correct font and don't need something special, use 3D text. It's the fastest way with nice results. BumpMap with or without micro displacement is for lazy guys with good performance PCs. I hope this little summary with an advice was kind of helpful for you. At this point, hopefully only one question remains open. Why is 3D text faster in rendering than the vanilla version? For 3D text, I applied all modifiers and then reduced the amount of vertices with a decimate modifier again. This was applied too. Thus, 3D text has no modifiers and is therefore, of course, faster. I hope this time all the statements are correct. And that would be the end of this summary video. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to get rotated bricks so that the logos do not face all in the same direction. So hit the subscribe button if you want to stay tuned.
Now you have reached the end of this video. But this doesn't mean you have to talk to real people. You may be interested in my new video over there. Or you could watch this recommended video. And as a last opportunity, there are many more videos for you at my channel.